What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of NAS100 analysis today, and we're going to go over what we discussed on, I believe it was Tuesday. So Tuesday, basically, I mentioned that this overall NAS scenario is actually in a range, okay, and it looks like it's broken out of it. All right, so it's broken out of it. It's definitely crossed above this zone, and it looks like it's pushing up. But in my opinion, right, I am not looking for buys in this current move right now, right? And the reason why I say I'm not looking for buys in this current move right now, even though it is pushing up, because it's at, so if I get rid of all of these stuff over here, right, it's at a very high point, right? So it could reach up to this zone up here, okay? So it could reach up to this zone, which is 13,716.85. So you could definitely reach that zone. You could definitely peak above it. But as it stands, whenever it starts looking like it wants to break down, then I start taking sales. So today I did exactly the same thing, right? And it was very, very, very small gains that I got. Nothing major, nothing big. I know I said I wouldn't get involved, but itchy fingers, opportunity, etc. So I just took it. So this is what I got, right? This is what I got. Let me just show you. And it was really tiny. Like it was really, really, really small in terms of what I actually gauged. Not gauge, what I actually gained in the market. Okay, so it was really, really tiny. So effectively, I took this second one right here. Okay, and that was a bit of a guess. My stop was covering up to this zone, right? And I managed to get it down to around this level, and then literally I just hopped out. I just closed the position because it was just giving me weird vibes in terms of I just thought it was going to start pushing up, and it actually did. So effectively, I took it from here. So let me just draw an arrow. So I took it from here down here, okay, well, I'll say about here somewhere, right? So we got it to about this level over here, and my stop was up here, okay, because that was the most sensiblest place for me to put a stop, right? So my stop was about up here, which was fairly decent. It was all right, okay. It was a bit larger than I would have wanted it to be, but I just thought it was actually going to start to fly down. So it pushed all the way down, right? Actually, no, it was this one, right? So it pushed all the way down, right? The second one opened at this level right here and started pushing all the way down. So I thought, okay, that's cool. So I had my trailing stop just underneath here. So I had my trailing stop about around this level right here, okay? Because I thought it's going to keep pushing down. And if you go into the 5 minutes, you should be able to see exactly what I meant, right? So soon as it starts pushing down, right? So soon as it starts pushing down, so this starts pushing down, I bring my trailing stop right above this level. Let me do on the 5 minute. The 5 minute should be a lot better. Yes, here we are. Here we are. So I moved my stop right above this wick over here. Right above this wick over here. And essentially what happened was price shot up and then took me out, at which point I then decided, you know what, I'm just going to leave it and not do anything until I find a better opportunity to actually join the market again. So I had one trade today that went well, but I really wanted it to go really good, but it looked like the market wasn't going to give me that. It started to push all the way back up again. So let's go back to the 1 hour, right? Let's go back to the 1 hour. Let's get rid of all of this stuff over here. We don't need that. We do not need that, okay? Because there is something that I have spotted that I think you guys are going to be super interested in. And by the way, if this is the first time you find in this channel, okay, I believe you're going to find the content on this channel super useful. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop us a like, and hit the notification, all right? And if all of that, once you've done all of that, if you really want to, you can then obviously drop me a super thanks. That will be greatly appreciated. I hope you will, because I'm yet to receive my very first super thanks. So hopefully one of you guys is going to be like, you know what, let's give Pit some points of super thanks. But anyways, that's enough of me groveling for a super thanks. Let's get on with the actual mission of the day. So this is what I have spotted so far, hence why I'm only looking for sales in this current market at the moment, even though price is pushing up. So if you go to the hour, okay, right, what you will find if we did this, right, what you would find is that we have market is starting to squeeze at the top. It's starting to squeeze at the top. and this is the squeeze right here, starting to squeeze at the top. Okay, so what I'm thinking is going to happen, right, is we're going to get something like this, right? So this could happen, by the way. I'm not saying this is actually going to happen. We could get something like this, something like that, and then it could spill over, okay? Or on the flip side, what could happen is something like this. And this is on the flip side. I need to minimize it so I can actually show you guys what I mean. Or we could fly up like that, okay? Because this structure that we have over here, okay, has a tendency to break downwards, but at the same time, in rare situations, in rare occasions, it actually pushes up. So just because we're seeing this right now, so this particular trend, a rising flag, it does not necessarily mean that price will be breaking down. It has a high probability of breaking down, but it doesn't mean it's going to break down. Price may actually continue to push up. In my opinion, what I'm going to be looking for in this situation right here is I'm going to be waiting for price to break this overall structure that we're seeing right here. So this one that I've drawn, I'm just going to make it a little bit fatter for you guys so it really pops, right? So let's just make that a really large one, okay? So I'll be waiting for this structure to break. Once this structure breaks, so if I get a close down here somewhere, okay, I would consider taking a sell. That sell could actually go wrong because it could literally produce a head and shoulders at this level. And if you can see, we literally have a situation where head and shoulders can be formed. So I'll show you what I mean by that, right? And that is that right here. So that is that right here. Okay, so first we have what I would say a rising flag with a chance of it pushing downwards. Okay, right? You could end up saying, all right, you're gonna put in a sell. You put in a sell, it comes down, and then it shoots back up again. Depending on how you set your stop, it could end up blowing right past it and taking you out. The current strategy that I use in regards to placing stops, right, is I always cover the previous last high. So if I was to make a move from this position, from where it is right now, and I was to say I'm selling, okay, I would cover this area as my stop, okay, because it goes past that zone, it was a bad deal. So literally I've lost. Same thing if price is if I believe price is going to be going up, okay, I would want to try to take my sell not dead on at this level, okay, right? Or I would want to take myself, say, somewhere from around here somewhere, just from using this area as a reference point. So we use that zone to take the sell, right? And then what I will then do is I will then have my stop down here, okay, down here, covering the last previous low, which is this one right here. So that is how I would do it and how I normally gauge my stop, and then we just see how it goes. And if it goes my way, fantastic. If it doesn't, then we better luck next time. But then also at the same time, I would then bring in a trailing stop to make sure that whatever I've gained, I would lock in. So we had the same situation up here, okay, so I did it up here, right? And literally, like, as soon as I clear 3-4 candles in the direction that I'm pointing towards, so if I'm downwards facing, okay, if I clear 3-4 candles and it's really big gaps down or a decent amount of drops down, then I'm bringing in a trading stop to secure what I have already gained. All right, so that's how I would normally do it. So in today's analysis, right, my point of view is this. In my opinion, market is pushing up because it has broken this zone over here. And like I said in all the previous videos, because of where market currently is, I am not comfortable taking buys, even though price is pushing up. I'm not telling you don't take buys, okay, because obviously you're traders too, so you know what is best for you and what is not best for you. And in saying that, I need to add this also, that I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not giving you financial advice. You're all expected to know what it is that you're doing and how you're doing it. And I'm only sharing my sketchbook with you in terms of how I do business in the market, right? So with that covered, I would say this, right? Price is pushing up. you can definitely take buys to the upside, okay? And price could go as high as this zone right here, which is 13,894.70. It could definitely go that high, as illustrated before in the last drawings that I did, where I pointed the arrow upwards, okay, right? But at the same time, it could also break down because it is at a high point. So I'm only looking for sales when price starts dropping down. That's when I start looking to take position downward facing. And when it's pushing up, I leave it alone, because like I say, it is easy to get this, but the big bank is on its return to the downside. That is going to give us a lot of profits if we get it right. So with all of that covered, my awesome human beings from all around the world, I want to thank you for coming over to watch another episode of NAS100 analysis today. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like if you found the content useful, and I'm sure you did on your way out. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be very soon. So for now, this is Pips and Points signing out.